Well, Gaffer, it was a difficult start, but you must be pleased with the way your players showed a bit of character today.
Well, we did. We had to, because obviously, you're staring at the abyss a little bit, 3-0, so early in the game. Terrible start, really soft first goal. Second goal, don't think it should be allowed. Then when it goes to 3, you're thinking it's going to be a long afternoon. But Ivan got us back into it. It's given us a little bit of hope. We started the second half really well. So I have to give credit to my players for keep going and digging in. A real bit of quality got them the fourth, just when I thought we were a little bit in control of the game. But then we get another goal. I feel we had opportunities to get more goals. I think the final ball, the final pass, Marcus in the last 15 minutes was decision making. Up to then he was very, very good. So I have to take the positives out of the game. A couple of goals, both to my strikers, which is important. And that's how we'll look at it.
You didn't really want the first half to end, because having got back to 3-1, you were the only side really in control.
Yeah, the goals do change games, and the momentum then was with us leading into half time. We'd 1 or 2 opportunities to get a second, but we spoke at half time about that goal giving us a little bit of belief, because it was difficult, and difficult for the players to go behind so early in a game like that. In terms of, especially on the back of 3 defeats, it can be difficult, but the players dug in and they kept going, and I think there was some good play at times. We got into positions we wanted to at times. I went with the diamond because I think that's the way we want to play, and I wanted to come here and do that and play the way we want to play for the rest of the season. I thought Brown was very good in his debut. He's a very good player.
Yeah, you mentioned the second goal, and once it had gone to VAR, you would have assumed that it would have been chalked off purely because of where he was standing. He might not have touched the ball, but how can you, legislate for what Pim can see from that perspective?
Well, I think they're saying that because the player that's jumped out of the way of the ball is so far from my goalkeeper, that's why they give it. For me, it shouldn't be allowed. Simple as that.
And then the VAR with Ricky J. Jones's goal took ages, obviously, to be given. Did you see really what was going on there? I
didn't, because the ball's bouncing about and Ricky's put it in the net. So I think that I thought they were showing the VAR because there might have been a push by Beeves leading up to it, and then it was a handball. So I don't know what was going on. I'll be honest, I don't think some of the time they know what's going on.
Yeah. And at 4-2, you had a real push, didn't you? And as you say, there was moments without any clear-cut opportunities.
I think there was a good chance for Ivan at 4-2, just after it went 4-2 at the near post. Yeah, look, the one thing about these games is you come away and you think, if only this, only that. At the end of the day, we have to just take the positives out of it. The game got away from us in the first 25 minutes. We spoke about getting through the first 15 minutes. We knew they'd come on strong. They've suffered 3 defeats in the bounce. They were very, very keen on getting a result today, and they showed that with the lineup they picked. And we knew it would be a strong lineup, and we knew what we were up against. But if you see a bit of quality like the fourth goal with the reverse pass, that is Premiership quality. If you give away goals like the first one, that's nothing to do with being a Premiership team. That's just really soft goals, and you can't do that against a Premiership team, let alone anyone.
Carl Barker, come on the pitch second half. You showed what faith you had in him to give him his opportunity in a game like that.
Yeah, I feel that at the moment we've got Reid, who's sitting at the bottom of the diamond, who probably admittedly has lost a little bit of form, and I feel Kyle's the one that can play that position also. So I had no hesitation in putting him on. I thought he was good, composed, he's got a good temperament. Young Ricky came on, scored. No hesitation in putting these players on, because today I felt was a good opportunity to do it, especially with the way the scoreline was when Kyle came on, and they didn't let anyone down.
And the fans that did make the journey up, and obviously a lot of them stayed behind to show their appreciation. They travelled a long way today. Well,
at 3-0 I thought the fans were on the cusp of not turning, but obviously long journey early, the way things have been going at the moment, they're probably thinking wasted journey. Then we give them a little bit of hope, and to be fair, the players' response to going 3-0 down was a good one, and it's nice that they stayed with us at the end. And because at the moment we're going through a little bit of a tough period, today was always going to be a very, very tough game, but we have to take the positives out of it. But the fans stayed with us, they were great, and we now look at the league and we've got 20 games to go, and we're right in there. We are right in there. We're only 8 points off the top, so we have to obviously have a really strong end to the season.